You can just say that next time. We got to talk about Lauren Boebert just grabbing dick and getting her tits
We're talking about people with possible R-word.
God, there were kids here all weekend this weekend until last night, as it happens.
You couldn't watch it because it chubbed you up every time?
Every time I watch that, I want to just run April upstairs and just throw her down and just, do the, what's the one after the story's over, the epilogue?
Oh.
I wanted to do the epilogue to that theater scene, if you will. Oh, is that just fucking boner-inducing? It's because she's a member of Congress, I think. And, they're not supposed to be dirty.
Right laws, this is so hot.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be dirty little cock sluts, but she's a dirty little cock slut, and
she's passing bills and grabbing polls.
Yeah. The only poll she's taken comes from a Democrat who owns a bar that does drag shows. Lauren Boebert knows what she went from a fucking cowboy. If you look up her ex-husband, he was like a farmhand, fucking rugged looking dude, and now the guy she's with looks like a hedge fund manager. And at any rate, we have some of the video here of Lauren. First of all, Lauren Boebert, let's be very clear, was the worst theater patron you could possibly be. She was such a woo girl, annoying bitch. The entire, she's the absolute worst person. You would think she was a teenager going to a theater the way she was behaving. She's vaping. She's taking selfies during the show. She's singing. She's grabbing cock. He's grabbing her tits.
This is what happens when you have someone who's lived a very sheltered life and now has more of an open kind of freedom. They start living the life they didn't have when they were 19 and 20.
Yeah.
And I got to make up for lost times. No, you don't. No, you don't. Especially not in the seat while I'm trying to watch the show.
That's just it. She was probably a small town girl who got living in a lonely warehouse. She was a small town girl, and she was taking the midnight train. Shut up, Aaron. She probably grew up in a small town. She can breathe in a small town. Anyway. And
she can grab some dicks in a small town.
Vaping in a theater in this small town and grabbing that Democrat seed.
She pushed up both her tits in a small town.
Watching Beetlejuice in a small town.
Grab that sandworm in that small
town. And then she took it anally. Oh, man.
All right.
So let's get to the Lauren Boebert thing. By the way, somebody mentioning in the chat, and I don't want to forget this point. I felt like I would have brought it up later, but we'll bring it up now just in case. Amazing how out of all the people in that theater, those cameras were working perfectly. This Democratic businessman got them seats right on the aisle so the camera could see them nicely. And, I sure wish that, say, prisons that hold Jeffrey Epstein had cameras that worked that well. Or, say, the White House when somebody leaves a baggie of Coke in a cubby room. It's amazing that they leave the lens cap on when those moments are happening. But when Lauren Boebert's trying to jack a guy off during Beetlejuice, those cameras are working perfectly.
Guys, how come we don't have footage of this? Well, that's actually a blind spot. It's the White House. You have a blind spot.
I'm sure you got cameras everywhere and cameras backing them up. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
No. Oh, no. Sorry, hobo. So let's take a look at some of the video here, for research of Lauren Boebert trying to jack a guy off in a theater during Beetlejuice. She's a fucking congresswoman. Again, the path to idiocracy, we're still following it like it's the fucking King's Road in Game of Thrones.
Dude, I love how he's looking forward. I'm watching this play, but then he's got a dude, is anyone falling for that? Oh, no. Yeah. He's totally not grabbing a tit right now. No, he is. And it actually seems a little more, a little more psychopathic to be like, yeah, that guy almost looks like Michael Keaton while he's massaging a boob.
You're grabbing tits, she's grabbing your cock, but you've both got your eyes on the stage as if people will watch your eyes and not your hands. You're like, honey, does that woman have her hand on that man's genitals? No, she couldn't. She's looking at the show.
I think those two are trying to fuck. Well, that does look like Winona Ryder on the stage. She is known to induce random sex acts. I just never seen it happen in real life.
Michael Keaton does it for me. Or no, you know what?
Multiplicity for me is the best Michael Keaton.
I disagree. Bob from Demolition Man, Otho in Beetlejuice. That's what really. That poor guy. The prehistoric Eric Stone Street. Nobody ever learned his name, but he was like the gay fat guy before Eric Stone Street was the gay fat guy. And I can't.
Nobody knows.
Otho and Bob. Those are the only two roles I know him from. But that motherfucker's in everything. Let's go ahead and watch. A sitting congresswoman grab cock in a theater. By the way, when you're a female congresswoman, this is totally fine and everyone makes jokes. One guy congressman tries to grab some shaft in a bathroom or at an airport, and all of a sudden he's a bad guy.
All of a sudden he's getting songs about him.
Yeah.
Obama and Larry Sinclair.
Here we go. Look at that. She's got those titties pushed up. And by the way, his titty grabbing game is fucking weak.
She had to help.
Yeah.
She had to be like, no. This is where the boob is.
Yeah. He grabs tit like a Democrat. He's probably asking her to sign a...
Well, it is his first time.
He's probably asking for a consent form before he touches her titties. Republican women just want to be grabbed by the tits, thrown down, choked, and fucked. Come on, buddy. Grow some balls. She wants to be penetrated rectally during Beetlejuice. Be a Republican, you piece of shit. Treat her like property. That's what they like. There he's. Yeah,
that was the. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, she's helping him grab the tit, and he's squeezing it.
Oh,
But
dude,
like, dude, don't roughhouse with it. What the fuck are you doing? Trying to twist it off? It's not a pickle
and
jar.
Just about popping it out too, man. You can't go in from the top. You got to go in from underneath. Otherwise, you're gonna, like I said. You're going to pop that baby out. And by the way, props to Boebert, though. Despite the horrible boob game, she's still like, I'm going to go in and I'm going to make a meal out of this mincemeat. And just kind of starts working. I'm
thinking about the Russell Brand line when he was on MSNBC. Be careful, she's a shaft grasper. Lauren Boebert, Congresswoman Shaft Grasper. That's her name. So yeah, his tit grabbing. Yeah, dude, come on. Do we need to... Like, he tried to feed it to her. He tried to push it up to her mouth. It's like, bro, that's not...
This really looks like this is this your first tit grab?
Might be his first tit grab.
Have you never experienced boobs being offered to you before?
I'll get this guy. And then, okay, so now we see the hand goes to the dick. She's got her hand on junk. Now she's got two hands down there. And leaning in. So the subtlety was all gone once she started grabbing dick.
Right.
Lauren Boebert had the cock, and then she turns in. She's like, let's just fuck right now. It's like, hold on. Beetlejuice selfie first. These two really are, like, as funny as this is, these are the two most obnoxious people you could ever sit around in a theater.
I kind of want to see the selfie. If it's at the right angle, I bet we can tell how much of a chub he's running. Like, I mean...
Yeah. Can see a little.
There's going to be a solid outline. She flat out massaged it. All right. Yeah. It's going to be completely open and visible
with her tits all pushed up in the dress. Yeah. Look at it. Yeah. He's going. Yeah. She's like, here, just put your hand on my tit and fucking go. Oh, nice squeeze there. A little stress ball. And then, oh, big pickle jar twist. I hate the pickle jar twist with the titties. And then there's the shaft grasping.
Again, the problem here is I don't think enough guys realize the tit grab is important, but there's an areola and a nipple, and you can't do as much. It's just really hard to work the boobs through a dress, especially if she's wearing I'm guessing a strapless bra to really lift them babies up.
People are saying in the chat, why did Russell Wilson do this to Lauren Boebert? I'm not doing. I fucked up on the Russell Wilson thing. I'm sorry. SC Motorsports calling her a cock gris woman. Okay. Guy Sartell, it's hard to come when you keep pausing. I apologize. My bad.
It's called edging.
Those ain't real, dude. Says, why couldn't she just sit still and enjoy the play? Because he was twisted.
She was hanging out with, Russell Wilson. She's supposed to keep it to herself.
She looks like he's hurting her boob. I know. This guy's got horrible tit grabbing game.
Yeah, I'm actually more embarrassed for him than her. I'm like, and the weird part is, I'm like, as a congresswoman, I feel like, and I hate to say this, I feel like she deserves better.
A congresswoman.
I'd like to volunteer my tit grabbing game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Show her how it's done. He'll take you to Wicked, not fucking Beetlejuice. Ryobi says junior high fuckers got caught. That's exactly it. Okay, but now let me go into Conspiracyville on the Lauren Boebert thing a little bit, if I may. And stop me if I'm getting too familiar here, if I'm getting a little too off the beaten path. He's a Democrat. They sat right on the aisle in full view of cameras and everything. Just right on the aisle for Beetlejuice.
Who bought the tickets?
That's what I need to know, because he's a registered Democrat. He owns a bar that hosts drag shows. Was this guy setting up Lauren Boebert? Was this? Oh, okay, but you know how we said
Is
Russell
that any better though?
Okay, you know how they said the Russell Wilson thing? We said, oh, that might be a setup because he's like bringing people together against the New World Order. Lauren Boebert's kind of a useful
trying to work
tool.
on a better trade deal. That sleazy Russell Wilson.
Did I say Russell Wilson again?
Yes, you did.
Motherfucker. Russell
I'm going
Wilson.
to catch you on it every time now. Not letting it go.
Okay, so we say that about Russell Brand. But
on brand.
But she's good for the New World Order because she's like all right all the time. So she like keeps all the righties stirred up. And then other people can keep the lefties screwed up. So you don't want to fuck her over.
Yeah, plus, guys, we can't risk getting her kicked out of Congress. We haven't had our bra and panties match between her and Margie Taylor Greene.
Yeah,
we're so close.
Bro, look, bro. We're going to put the panties on a pole, bro. And the person has to climb them. And that Vince, we don't need to Russify this. It's perfect the way it is. No, bro, listen. We're going to have a tournament, and the winners, they're going to have a panties on a pole match, bro. And people are going to go crazy, bro. Oh, God damn it, Vince. Just too many cooks, don't you? Too many cooks. So I'll say I'm going to put away my conspiracy hat for a moment. And I'm going to say that Lauren Boebert just wanted dick, and that guy just wanted to fuck Lauren Boebert, and that was all. What really pisses me off is that they had cameras literally from the time they started grabbing tits and dick to the point that these two were out in the parking lot. They had a constant camera shot on these two. So when a congresswoman is grabbing dick, they can film that all day long. Mm-hmm. But when a high-value asset who's a pedophile, who has a clientele full of rich and powerful politicians and corporate masters, when he hangs himself in his jail cell, the cameras just didn't work that day. Or,
yeah, but you just answered why that is.
Or when the president of the United States House has coke in it, somebody leaves coke in his house, the cameras don't pick that up either. We have no idea. It's just really interesting, that's all.
We just don't have enough taxpayer dollars to adequately survey the White House. You know, this wouldn't be a problem if we maybe raised some taxes on some people. I don't think the rich are paying their fair share.
We can't even keep the goddamn...
all this money from the poor people.
Can't even get the goddamn cameras on. But no, a guy twists Lauren Boebert's tit like a pickle jar loosening. She rips her tit off, and he goes, I loosened it for you. See?
Look, I agree with you that it's really weird that the cameras work that well. But again, it brings me back to just I just feel like we need a better tit grabber for Lauren Boebert.
Yeah.
I mean, even if the Democrats were trying to set her up, I mean, you guys couldn't at least hooked up a better, like somebody. I mean, get someone who's at least studied under Clinton. You know, that man can grab a boob. He's done it several times.
I have bad news. I hate to make you feel old. Those people are all dead.
People who studied under Clinton? I think I said we're going.
I mean, look, even if they were 40, I guess they're 63. They're kind of old.
Saying someone had to have gone to the
Clinton Academy of tit grabbing.
The William Clinton Academy of tit and ass grabbing.
You know, Clinton really is the only Democrat who fucked. I mean, Obama, they accuse him of being a mo.
Right.
And you got this guy doesn't know how to grab a tit properly. So Clinton's kind of the shining light for the Democrats in terms of getting pussy. And he fucked fat chicks, so he didn't give a shit.
I mean, she wasn't fat. She was a little thicker, but
Monica Lewinsky, she was a pig. Yeah, she did get hotter after. You are right about that. Mr. Approachable says, what don't you understand, Aaron? The equipment in a movie theater works nothing in a U.S. government facility does. Well, that's, you know what, look, that's actual. You should almost be their PR guy because that actually checks out.
You know what? That's an argument for the private sector.
Yeah, right. Bring in private sector.
Our shit works.
Yeah. We can catch someone grabbing dick, whereas the White House goes, yeah, we don't want you to catch people grabbing dicks. Kidding me? So anyway, what we know about this guy is that he owns a bar. He hosts drag shows in Aspen, Colorado. She's like a super mega anti-trans kind of thing and against the drag shows and all that. So it's amazing what dick does to your politics. Like, women stop giving a shit. And women kind of want someone that disagrees with their politics. Like, they want someone who's going to tell them, fuck you, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then all of a sudden,
they want someone who's going to challenge them and really.
Yeah.
They want someone who's going to alpha dog them. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because she's a Republican and she's like a super MAGA chick. So she's used to guys just simping for her and shit. Like, oh, you're so awesome. You hold guns and shit like that. She wants this guy to smack the fucking gun out of her hand, pistol whip her tits, and then throw her down and fuck her. Lauren Boebert wants someone to fuck her and then go, trans rights are human rights. And she'll start bucking like crazy and get the best fuck of her life. That's what Lauren Boebert's into.
He's like dick deep, and then from behind, he just leans up to her ear and goes, my pronouns are they, them. And then just holds on.
And grabs her hair and he's like, yeah, you're not going anywhere, bitch. He's fucking her from behind and he just whispers in her ear, the wall is structurally impossible to build. Oh, hold on. Here she goes. Oh, honey, when you told me that a progressive income tax is the only way to properly fund a government, I don't think I've ever been fucked better than that. I mean, naturally, I'm against what you're saying, but oh my God.
Immigrants are the heart and soul of America. Whoa! She starts taking off like a jackhammer.
But then he fucks up the dirty talk and he just looks at you, leans into her and he goes, black people shouldn't be thinking for themselves. Democrats should do that for them. She's like, oh, I know. That's how you guys are. Oh, shit. I thought you were against it. No, you guys are the ones who like to tell black people what to think. I'm a Republican. We just really don't give a shit about them. Whoa, what? Yeah, you guys kind of treat them like slaves and we just like to pretend like they never existed.
Look, it's not that I agree or disagree. I simply don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Black people have it rough when it comes to picking political parties in this country because you either have to pick the plantation owner Democrats or a group that just outwardly doesn't give a shit about you. That's kind of a, hey, here's Column A. And they're like, oh, what does Column A think of us? They think that you're really stupid. You need to be told what to do constantly, all the time. Oh, okay, what does Column B think of you? Okay, this is where it gets awkward. They don't.
Oh my God.
They're Don Drapering you. I don't think about you at all. Mad Men reference. Take her pistol away and take her pistol and say gun control, bitch. Oh, then she starts deep throating his hog. Oh, Lauren Boebert just wants to be talked dirty to by a liberal cuck. That's what.
Remember, after I paint all your walls, you can abort this baby.
Oh, make sure you come on my tits. No, I'm going to plant it deep, and then you're going to go to Planned Parenthood and kill it. She's like really starts going insane. Like, oh my God, she's squirting. It's mostly piss. Hobo Chili says, that's why I should run for politics. The black community will get the honest me. It will be respected. Maybe, Hobo. I don't just, maybe don't campaign there with the way you talk right away. Let them maybe get used to you.
All right, Lauren, I'm going to put you to sleep with a cream pie, and you're going to wake up with a morning after pill on the pillow, and then the choice is yours.
Like a mint. He's got a misoprostol on her pillow like it's a fucking thanks for staying at the Holiday Inn. Oh, you dirty whore. Hey, Lauren, I can't cuddle tonight. I got to get to the bar. It's drag show night. MAGA, bitch. See you later. Let yourself out.
He gets to the bar. Hey, my date had something really cool she did with her tits that you should try.
170 away from today's goal. Guys, chip in a little bit. Let's keep knocking that goal down today. I think we're off to a good start. We do appreciate it. Gifting memberships is great. We did drop under 600 members. I need more members in my life. Just member me up. Just throw members at me.
Member?
Just throw nothing but members right at my face. 170 away from today's goal. Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo links are in the chat. Go ahead and contribute that way. Otherwise, super chats, memberships, gifted memberships, Rumble rants, and subscriptions count as well. There's a name in the chat called Probably Not Russell Wilson. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I so deeply appreciate that. Guys, we've been between 600 and 700 all morning. Thank you for hitting like, subscribe. We've been pushing 500 on YouTube and pushing 300 over on Rumble. So a great start to the week. Go ahead and throw us a couple of bucks. Let's knock out that goal and call it a successful Monday. All right, do I have one more Lauren Boebert thing, or did we cover all of it? Lauren Boebert issued a statement about the Beetlejuice play thing. Lauren Boebert is blaming the vaping and groping at the Beetlejuice show on her eccentric personality, calling it a slip-up. You know what?
Like a slip-in.
A lot of people might think that this is like a lame excuse or whatever, but I actually think this is a good one, and it works because it doesn't bring too much attention to the actual event, and it's like she addressed it, so you can't say she didn't address it. She doesn't like overcomplicate the excuse. She doesn't like, I'm going to rehab for sex addiction or anything like that. She just goes, hey, look, I slipped up and I have an eccentric personality. And now you have to either accept that and move on or keep bitching about a junior high over the pants hand job at a theater.
I mean, that does seem kind of sad. Now you're just jealous.
Yeah. I mean, she blames it on her, quote, overly animated personality, saying, I was a little too eccentric. I am very known for having an animated personality, maybe overly animated personality. Boy, that is a fun way to say I just love dick so much.
Yeah, that's what they were saying in the theater is those two were just about fucking and the people next to them. Wow, they're very animated.
Yeah, they have a really overly animated personality. Russell Brand just said, she's a shaft grasper. Boebert and her date were booted from the Denver show last Sunday after blowing a plume of vape smoke into the air. But footage also showed the mom of four groping her male companion's crotch mid-show. I was laughing. I was singing, having a fantastic time. Was told to kind of settle it down a little bit, which I did, but then my next slip-up was taking a picture. I mean, are we going to mention the grabbing the cocks and the titties?
I mean, the date did mention that this is the one who grabbed me on the penis, people.
Get your hand off my penis. And as they got up and she was getting up, she goes, and you, ma'am, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Get your hands off me. I was laughing.
What is my crime? Enjoying a meal? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal?
What is the crime? Enjoying a show? A hilarious Beetlejuice show? Notice the titlock here. Yes. Oh, that's a lovely titlock. I see you know your judo well. Boebert, who is going through a divorce, poor thing, was with her new boyfriend, Quinn Gallagher. Oh, he's even got a gay Democrat name. A Democratic Aspen bar owner who also was caught fondling her breasts during the show. Oh, we've got audio. Do you want to listen to Lauren Boebert talk about her cock-grabbing experience at the theater?
Yeah.
All right.
We just had Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House.
I think the glasses are helping. The glasses make her hotter, I think.
She has too much of that like slanted jaw going down to a pointy chin thing. It's kind of weird how it frames her face. But anyway, let's talk to this middle school. Let's talk about this. Let's talk to this 8th grader about the hand job she gave in a theater.
Sarah Palin 2.0.
Yeah.
Announced an impeachment inquiry yesterday. We're facing a government shutdown and trying to fund the federal government. We have a wide open southern border. We have Zelensky threatening to send refugees here. And what's the top story?
You grabbing cocks.
Yeah, I feel like his face is like, I don't care. Let's talk about you grabbing a dick. Let's talk about you grabbing a dick.
That's what I love about the media is that like the politician comes on and they think they're on friendly ground with OAN. But this guy's like, look, this ain't a Democrat or a Republican thing. You're kind of a hot Congress chick, and you were trying to squeeze cock until the good stuff came out. We kind of want to know about that.
By the way, I don't know if it's because of the way we saw them in the dress or not, but I'm starting to think Lauren Boebert's tits are woefully underrepresented on screen in most of her political career.
Yeah, she tries to be a pro about it in her political career. Wear the Beetlejuice dress to the vote tomorrow. We need to make sure the bill passes.
Look, I'll believe more of what you say about your dick touching if the milkers are out. That's all I'm saying.
Lauren, we want you to come on OAN tonight. Oh, sure, I'd love to. Can you wear the dress?
Bring the twins.
Boebert getting kicked out of the Buell Theater in Denver, Colorado.
It's what the media does. It's what the media does. So
yes,
what?
Is somebody trying to say Jews?
No, it's what the media does. So what was going on between you and your boyfriend there? It's like, it's what the media does. Look, man, they take this shit, they twist it. So now I'm going to take this and twist it like you did his dick.
This guy goes, so we all want to know. Well, did he come? And then one guy goes, Jesus Christ, Brian, there's some questions you just don't ask.
What went down?
I was a little too eccentric. I'm very known for having a animated personality, maybe overtly animated personality.
This guy, me too. Yeah, grabbing. I love grabbing tits and dicks in movie theaters. It's like my thing. What are you gonna do?
After we're done filming this, you want to go get animated?
Call me Jim Henson, sweetheart. Well, that was an animation. That was puppets. You fucking idiot.
See, it would have been better to be like, hey, man, how about we pull the WB as in welcome to your back door? Hello, folks.
Lauren Boebert, I just have an animated personality, and I was just dripping wet from the dress I was in. I just really needed to get fucked. Wouldn't that be great if she just came out and did that? This is the difference. Like, she just won re-election by like half a percentage point. This is the difference between being someone in by a half a percentage point and, like, say, someone who got in by a DeSantis margin. If this was a woman in, like, deep in the heart of Texas who was a Republican congresswoman, she'd be like, well, I tell you what there, Dan, I just so fucking horny from that show that I just needed to be plowed by some good old-fashioned man sausage, and I just needed that. Oh, I needed to be slathered down like Texas barbecue, if you catch my drift. But anyway, let's talk about Ukraine.
I don't know about you, but when I see a story about two people who died and are living somewhat unhappily in the afterlife, I am wetter than the savannah in a rainstorm.
I was laughing. I was singing.
I said, honey, take me back to the goddamn Ozarks.
Having a fantastic time. Was told to kind of settle it down a little bit, which I did. But then my next slip up was taking a picture of
you can't take any images of the play. I've done it too. I've snuck them.
Oh boy, these guys. I gotta say, OAN is like a bigger cocksucking like outfit than Fox News by far. This guy's just like, oh yeah, me too. She's gonna get to the point where she's like, and then I grabbed his dick, and he's like, oh, preaching to the choir, sister. I mean, just
I can't tell you how many times they're like, hey, you quit grabbing those cocks, or we're kicking you out of this place.
Every time I go to the theater, they go, now even before I sit down, they go, look, you grab anybody's cock, you're out of here.
The weird part is I took my boyfriend to Spider-Man. We got in trouble for shooting webs.
Right. So you got thrown out because you took a pic and you weren't supposed to. But you know what? Right. Here's my whole thing.
There was no arguing. There's reports saying that I was arguing, threatening to call the Denver mayor. I don't know why I would ever call the Denver mayor. I think he would have tried to lock me up.
Yeah.
There's reports saying I was on the board of something. I don't know what I'm on the board of. I'm on the.
You're on the board of the Coxman organization. You're going to be their keynote speaker. Shaft Graspers.
You weren't on the board. You were just bent over the table.
Shaft Graspers Anonymous is going to have you speaking at their next big event.
The edge of a lot of things, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. You've been edging a lot. A lot of edging with Lauren Boebert.
I'm on the edge of a lot of things, let me tell you. But
like an orgasm in a theater.
That dude's dick at more than one point.
That dude's dick.
Probably the people that complained. Here's what I'm thinking. You're in Denver, Lauren. It's very liberal. The people that complained to the ushers that you were being noisy could have recognized you and been
Or there was a woman in front of them vaping, taking pictures, and jacking a guy off, and they'd rather not have that during their Beetlejuice experience. Holy shit, this guy is... Boy, I don't think you can say that CNN and MSNBC are liberal mouthpieces without also calling this guy out, because this is as egregious as anything I've ever seen on any of those networks.
It's just, why don't you? I mean, if he was in her corner any farther, he'd be up her skirt at this point. And I understand the desire. I do.
Yeah.
But easy, homie.
If this guy was any farther up her, she'd be giving birth to him live on the air.
I'm like, oh, that's that MAGA girl. Yeah, exactly. You know how they are. I get it. Congresswoman Lauren Boebert, I think you explained it well enough, and the mainstream media can take a flying. You take care. Have a good day. Appreciate you.
Thanks so much. Bye, Dan.
This guy, he is not pleased with how the media has been covering Lauren Boebert.
I feel like he's angling to get inside Boebert. You know, that's really my only theory there. Otherwise, why would you do such a blatant fluff piece?
Well, look, if you got, Dan, if you've got theater tickets and a good cock on you, you might have a shot. Who knows? But
I just love to think of the idea, like, shouldn't we tell somebody? Yeah, I don't know who that lady is. She's some rando. But if she was a famous person, then yeah, we'd have to get an usher in here quick because somebody I recognize is getting her tits grabbed and going for dick. That's not okay.
She's going for the squeeze. Hobo Chili says, I mean, let's remember she had 10 kids. Her vajayjay's not ready for the Olympics. Yeah, that guy was just looking to smash. That's all.
But look, I don't know this about her, and I don't know if you do. Did she have those kids, or did she go the old cesarean section route?
Right, we don't know.
We don't know. Could have kept it tight.
It's all allegedly at this point. Hidden Figures says a Colorado theater hasn't gotten so much loads shot since the Aurora massacre. Oh, man.
Why? We were having a good time.
We were having fun. Carlos says OAN makes Tucker Carlson look like a commie. They're fucking batshit. Yeah, that guy was ready to jack off on camera, I think.